Thank you. It is both an enormous honor and a privilege to be here tonight, and I sincerely believe that. Before I get started, you know what? I want to talk to you about something. This year, there seems to be like, have you guys been following this? This year, there's been about 1 billion airplane crashes lately. And everybody seems so confused. Everyone's going, God, how come there's so many airplane crashes lately? How come there's so many airplane crashes? Well, I got a theory. Do you remember like around 4 or 5 years ago, the air traffic controllers, you know, the guys who land the planes? They went on strike, and then our president, Ronald Reagan, he fired all the guys who were on strike. And now everyone's going, God, how come there's so many plane crashes lately? How come there's so many plane crashes? I don't know, maybe because Walt the janitor is not qualified to land a Boeing 707. Homelessness, Nicaragua, you know, I mean, I really can't blame Ronald Reagan for the way things are today, you know, because, I don't know, like, blaming Ronald Reagan for the way things are is kind of like blaming Ronald McDonald when you get a bad cheeseburger. Neither of them run the company. What is new? I gotta hurry up. Let me see what's new. Me and my bride, since the last comic relief, we pounded out a daughter. It's kind of extremely sensitive way to say you had a child. We pounded out one, and my bride and I have to call her my bride. Calling her my wife, you know, wife sounds like I bought her for some goats. Yeah, seen my wife. Honey, show him your teeth. I'll tell you what kind of self-centered jerk I am. It's going out live, so I didn't want to say dick. And, I'll tell you what kind of self-centered dick I am. They go, Mr. Goldthwait, we're going to have to perform a C-section. Now, a C-section's when they just pull the baby out through the belly. And they go, Mr. Goldthwait, we're going to have to perform a C-section. And instead of like going, oh, my God, I hope everything's okay, in my mind I went, oh, great, I went to Lamaze for nothing. In the operating room, you know, my baby, when she came out of that belly, she was beautiful and she smiled. Most babies are really ugly when they're born, but my baby, because she didn't have to go, most babies, they get their head, they go through that Play-Doh fun factory of life, you know. My baby was this little, beautiful little pretty baby, and so I'm still there, and the doctor goes, Mr. Goldthwait, would you like to cut the cord? And I really said this, I said, isn't there anyone a little more qualified? Like in an operating room, you're gonna go, no, not him. Let's give him the sharp thing around the newborn. Would you like to cut the cord? Yeah, I'll cut the cord if you knock like $200 off the bill. So we haggled. I don't know, I thought we were done with this whole Iran-Contra thing, but I read in the paper the other day where this pilot, this guy claims that he flew a jet with 12 tons of pot. He flew it and he landed this jet in a Miami Air Force base. Did you read that? And then they sold the pot and then they gave the money to the Contras, right? And I'm like, oh wait, let me get this straight. The guy flew pot into an Air Force base? When I try to get back from Miami with like 3 of my dirtbag friends in a Volkswagen, if I try to go any border, it's like body cavity searches and stuff, but this guy just gets to land the pot right on a base. And, was it Bernard Getz? Do you follow him? Subway vigilante? Are you applauding him? Man scares the hell out of me. He shot these guys. Bernard Getz shot 4 guys because they were robbing him with a screwdriver. I mean, I've done a lot of stupid things in my life, but I never tried to rob anyone with a tool. Like, what were these guys thinking? It was like, let me see, what would really instill fear in the general public? Pliers? No, so... They get the screwdriver, and it's like, you know, Getz had been carrying this gun going, one of these days, man. One of these days. And these guys come up and they go, give me all your money, man, give me all your money. And he goes, give me all your money, give me all your money, or I'm gonna make your glasses really, really wobbly. I'm gonna do a quick impression for you, and it's either gonna really work, or I'm really nervous about this, so it's gonna work or it's really gonna suck. Take it off!
See the stone set in your eyes. See the bone twist in your side.